Despite his words, the manager still doubted him because an oil company had no reason to save humanity. The fat guy knew he could not hide it and spilled the truth. The company already knew about the creature when developing this sea region, and these creatures posed a destructive threat to oil. Even a tiny bit entering the storage would turn all oil back into organic matter, causing the entire field to be scrapped. Hearing this, the manager finally understood. The ancient creatures blocked the company's profits, so the company wanted them killed. Though he found this shameful, the company's previous attack had awakened and enraged the ancient creature. To prevent human extinction, the manager reluctantly followed the fat guy's plan, but Anna strongly opposed, since the fat guy had already failed once, and the ancient creature would not die so easily. Doing this would only anger it further. The assistant agreed, so the manager decided to seek peace first, and asked Raymond, who was infected but still conscious, to help. They planned to attack only if peace talks failed, but as the group set out, the fat guy used the empty management area to quietly find the technician who escaped with him. He brought him to the control room, claiming the peace plan would definitely fail, and the company already predicted the creature would cut communication, so they arranged a helicopter, which would arrive in half an hour to pick him up. So as long as the technician helped inject the poison, he would bring him along to escape. The timid technician reluctantly agreed. Meanwhile, the manager's group reached Buzz. They said they understood. Buzz was not controlled by the ancient creature, but was protecting them to prove humanity was friendly. But Buzz did not respond, only stared at the ancient creature with teary eyes.
So late. Shut me up.
Anna urged Buzz to try again, or the whole world would be doomed. But Buzz could no longer do anything. His mind blank, and his body weakened from using too much mental strength. Elsewhere, the fat guy's plan was nearly done, but the technician's heart grew uneasy because the fat guy had betrayed teammates before, and as expected, after the technician casually spoke, the fat guy revealed his true colors. He never intended to bring the technician along because he knew too much. Seeing the technician laugh instead of panic, the fat guy sensed something was wrong. The technician had secretly turned on the platform's broadcast, so now everyone knew about the helicopter and understood the fat guy's ugly intentions. But it was too late. The poison device had already activated, and the ancient creature was fully enraged. The ring began closing faster. The entire platform started shaking violently. The fat guy ran for the deck, seeing the helicopter arrive as promised. He was ready to leave everyone behind, but Parker was already waiting. The fat guy begged for mercy, saying he could take Parker along, but Parker was not buying it, because even if he killed the fat guy, he could leave in the helicopter himself. Luckily, the doctor stopped him, planning to take the fat guy back for legal punishment. At the same time, the technician reported he had shut down the device, but it was still too late. The ancient creatures gathered, forming a closed ring, which meant destruction. Anna tried to plead again, but clearly, the ancient creatures were not giving them a chance. They could only run for their lives. But halfway through, Buzz decided to stay, facing the manager's persuasion. Buzz said he would die either way, so he might as well stay and protect these plants. The manager realized Buzz wanted to prove human goodwill with his life, and said no more.
I won't forget.
Then ran toward the deck. At the same time, a massive tsunami appeared on the horizon, stretching beyond sight, rushing toward the platform. In the blink of an eye, it destroyed a drilling platform nearby. At the last moment, the manager and the others boarded the helicopter, and the tsunami passed beneath them, missing by less than 2 meters. Buzz walked toward the ancient creature until his body was fully covered.
Wait! It's gonna hit!
Seeing how easily the platform was destroyed, everyone finally felt true fear. But what terrified them more was the tsunami heading straight inland, and from the fat guy they learned the helicopter's destination was not home. Everyone stared at him, asking where they were going, but the fat guy refused to answer, as if he did not want to recall that place, and so they flew toward an unknown future. Whether Buzz died, and where the helicopter was going, would only be known in Season 2. But the tsunami had already reached inland,